In 2019, we had driven 24,568 kilometers across 21 countries from Singapore to London. In 2020 though, with the borders closed, we have essentially been confined to our home Singapore. A few days ago, we read about the Great Singapore Drive and we thought, maybe we should do a version of our own. Yeah, so while we were geared for traveling 200 kilometers, within the first 10 kilometers, we took our first pit stop to fuel up the car and to pack our lunch. Our next stop was 99 Bends Road, a twisty curvy road, and we could count probably 11 bends here. Generously we could count 12, but nowhere close to 99. After having completed once, we took a U-turn and we did it yet again. And then we did it for the third time. So guess what? We couldn't get to 99, but doing thrice, we could get 11 bends to 33 bends. So maybe we just call it the 33 bends road. From there on, we traveled all the way to the west to a place called Tuas Port. This, once constructed, would be the world's largest port. Well, we're still a few years away from it. Next place on our route was Raffles Marina Lighthouse. This is a small lighthouse and probably not as interesting. What was even more interesting though was the view to the second link, the Tuas link that connects Singapore and Malaysia. Singapore, Malaysia, by the way, is the busiest land border in the world. Of course, outside COVID times. Next on our list was the 40 Lamppost Road. This is a 2.5 kilometer road which acts as a spare runway. Interesting to visit. This also has been one of the places where people end up speeding quite a lot. Instead of speeding there directly, what we decided was to do rather a quick time lapse of this road. On our way to Sarimbun Beach, we got through what is known as Singapore's only unpaved road. And it was fun. It just didn't feel like Singapore at all. And then finally we got to the Seletar Reserrvior. Beautiful, scenic, and guess what? This is the place that kids love the most. Next on our list was the new water plant, but we got the directions wrong and ended up reaching a different new water plant. Post sunset, we went all around the Changi airport on the Tanah Merah coast road. It is really a scenic place. Next was our detour all the way back to Tampines to see the UFO water tanks. And then finally, to end our road trip, we wanted to end it in the CBD, right at the center of Singapore. So we drove all across the East Coast, all the way through ECP to Marina Bay Sands. And that's it. From there we turned back home, and the magical thing was that as soon as we reached back home, we realized we had completed exactly 246 kilometers. Now this was very interesting. 246 kilometers is exactly 1% of our Singapore to London road trip, which was 24,568 kilometers. Looking forward to our next road trip. For more such unbiased reviews and for the latest on tech and travel, subscribe to our channel Tech and Travel.